right, so, well, since I was part of Founders Student Council this year, I feel that from what I've learned, I can put what I learned into next year and help other people with. Yeah. I also love the college. I'm not good with questions.
So, well, I think both of us be a good social rep, but I think when planning Special Olympics, I know how to run events, I know how to make phone calls. I think that can help me, but I think choosing either of us will be the best bet for our founders.
Okay, enough. Well, I think that the foosball table in Founders, like, a lot of people use it, and I think that we do have to get it fixed, or at least get a new one, maybe like a used one, and stop laughing at me. I think that we can try our best to help find a good one or a usable one for Founders and everyone in the college.
So the foosball table, I know it's a lot of duct tape on it, so and it's broken. So maybe at first we wait till it fully breaks, but if we have to, we wait till because it's still working. So my motto is, if it's not broken, don't fix it. But basically, if that's the case, if we have to, we have to donate it, or we can do some charity work to maybe all pitch in something to make sure we have a foosball table and hopefully play it all.
Alright, so I see one hand.
Alright, so I know the lounge is dirty a lot, and we had to close it this year, which I don't want to do because it's a social place. So I want to make sure we have, like, when people are having garbage, we all work together. But if we have to, we can stay by and clean it up. In the summer, I want to make sure it's clean for this. When we come back to school year, it's all good. But if it has to be, we have to close it again, which I don't want to do. But make sure it's clean the garbage every day. And we have to all work together. If we see someone with, like, garbage on the floor, they leave garbage before going to class, we call on them and say, hey, clean your garbage, instead of taking pictures on Facebook, because it embarrasses them and stuff. So make sure we just talk to them and say, clean your garbage, or else we have to do consequences, which we all don't want.
Well, I actually like the posting the picture idea, because actually, like, it's your fault for putting it there, and you know, it's if you want to avoid that, you should clean that up. It kind of gives them, like, someone, like, a push to, like, not do that anymore. And we also have I think we should redo the posters, maybe, like, make it a little more, like, make it more noticeable, because I don't think people see that. And yeah.
Well,
okay. So I know this was a problem, like a small problem this year, because of, like, the late notices of the events. So for next year, I hope that we can notice the VP Ops a little earlier, so we can also get the posters up earlier, and therefore getting more people to, like, notice the events and not make it so late notice.
I think it all starts during Frosh, because we got to make sure Frosh come after, because we know a lot of people don't start coming back to the lounge. So we got to make sure they come back, and we start hyping it during, like, Frosh, so they know, oh, there's trips to Montreal, there's trips to Niagara. Let's keep doing them, because we want all to come and have a good time. So that's what the hype it say. It's a good time. It's a social place, so let's keep on doing it. Well, basically, we have, like, the social page now, like, with Facebook and Twitter. I want to start, like, beginning, like, when we have events, like, such as pumpkin carving, I want to make sure we have a Facebook event. We have the Twitter, so they know they can come out. We have posters coming up saying they can come and, like, work with a team and stuff, so we can have more people doing events, because when we all do events with people, it's more fun. Like, you don't just want to do it by yourself, or, like, there's a low number, so they're more coming. That's what I want to make sure we do, how you do it.
Like I said before, I really want to, like, not make the announcement of events so late notice, so that more people can come in, because I know, like, people have work, and then they need to book it off at least 2 weeks prior, and I want to do it at least 2 to 3 weeks before the event, so people can actually take off time, book days off work, and, like, make the time for it. common with me this year because I was also part of a few other clubs in York. And so next year, I actually thought to myself, if I do get elected, I will focus on school and intramurals and council. And so with that, I think that I'll have more time for it because I've been working with other clubs as well, so it kind of took time away off council. So I really hope that I can put in more time next year.
So basically, my thing is if I'm elected as social rep, I'm gonna make sure I do my work as a social rep, planning trips with the VP, making sure everything is a plan. And if there's time for homework, there's gonna be time. But obviously, I have to do my reading, so I'm gonna go to my classes, take the notes, and at night when I'm going back on the bus or I'm doing events, I will be reading. But I'll make sure we're doing events and doing homework at the same time.
Thank you. So we have.
I'm interactive, so if I have to call people, I can talk to them and stuff. I can talk well with hire people. So if I have to call like a hotel or buses, I can work with them. And another one, I work well with others. So if I'm working with now, let's say VP, I have to do something, we can work together as well as workers and make sure we have the best events for a thing. My weaknesses is I know sometimes I get nervous like talking and stuff. So if I have to make an announcement, I might get a little nervous and stuff. Time consuming, sometimes I let time get off my hands, so I might, but I'm gonna make sure I get better on that. And last one, sometimes I let people talk like down on me, but I'm gonna start learning that I can have my name because I know it's gonna be one of my jobs and stuff. They're saying I'm gonna make sure I get that point across and stuff.
So some of my strengths is that I do have some, like from what I said before, I do have some leadership strengths. Like I learned things from like my high school experience in a few clubs. I've been in I'm also think that I'm pretty good in like contacting different places because I used to be a liaison between a charity and my club, and it worked out pretty well. And I guess sometimes I could have a loud voice if I need to like get my word out. Some of my weaknesses is I do get nervous. I talk when it comes to like public speaking, I do get nervous. Time management is not my best asset, but I am trying to work on that with after coming to university. And another one is I think I don't know if this really counts, but like I think I sleep a lot, and I need to work on that. Good. Yes.
All right, we do have some questions from Emiliano.
As most of you know, me and Tristan are really good friends, and we do chill a lot. But when there's a time for business pleasure, like we can chill and stuff. But when I'm in here and we're doing work, it's gonna be time I'm busy. I'm gonna see Tristan as my friend. I'm not gonna see him as like my brother or something. I'm gonna see him as a coworker that we're planning trips for stuff. And from my past experience, I've worked with a family member, and people say never work with your family because it's always gonna be tough. But we did it. I didn't see him as my brother. I saw him as my friend. I didn't see him I saw him as a coworker. And I worked with my best friends and stuff that I've known since I was 3 years old. I worked with him as a coworker, not as seeing him as my brother as I see him now. So that's gonna be how it's gonna be. It's gonna be work, not friendship.
Obviously, I'm not as close to Tristan as Jeff is, but from meeting him till now, I think that he's a great leader, and he's gonna be a great VP social. And I think that when working with someone in council, you can't only see them as like a business partner, but like as a friend as well, because you can't always there needs to be a balance in it. And I really hope that I can strengthen this friendship / business partner thing with Tristan.
So that completes the candidates for these social reps.